February is Black History Month, and Reverend Talbert Swan of the Spring of Hope Church isn't only celebrating, he's also organizing a lecture series that will bring light to many important issues for everyone this month, regardless of their color. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Reverend.
Great to be here.
Give us a little background. February is Black History Month. How did that come about?
Well, Dr. Carter G. Woodson looked at African Americans, and for the most part, people thought that the subjugation of slavery was the extent of their history. But he said that they contributed to the structure of America, both politically, educationally, economically, and he thought it was important to study Black history. So in 1926, he instituted what was called Negro History Week, that has blossomed into what we now know as Black History Month, a time to reflect on the contributions of African Americans.
It's so important to reflect and to observe it, but oftentimes people use days off or months kind of just as an excuse, but it's important to learn too.
Absolutely. I think that we have a generation now that needs to have that background and that knowledge to understand where they came from. There's an old saying that if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. And so it's important that we teach individuals the history of African Americans and really of all peoples in this melting pot that we call America.
Because it's not a black or a white thing, it's really an education thing. No matter who you are, it's important to learn these things.
Absolutely. African American history is American history, and
Exactly.
I think that all of us should know it.
And you do a great job teaching with the lecture series that's coming up. Tell everyone a little bit about that.
The second annual Lift Every Voice lecture series is an opportunity to celebrate African American history, but it's also an opportunity to present topics of discussion that are very important in society in general, but in particular to the African American community. And so we bring in a number of speakers that are experts in their particular fields of endeavor that enlighten us and inspire us as we go forward.
There's 4 coming up, and I was looking through it. It's amazing. The first week we have Domingo Guyton, and it's about the N-word.
Domingo Guyton is an educator, he's a music producer, recording artist, and he does a wonderful piece called The N-Word, Why Blacks Use It and No One Should. I think it's important for everyone to hear Domingo's lecture. It's going to be enlightening.
And tell us a little bit about Dr. Steve Perry's lecture.
Dr. Steve Perry is a CNN educational consultant, an educator, one of the most sought after persons in education in the country. He's going to be talking about African American education, the sail that casts the winds of hope, the importance of education and utilizing education as a tool to move up and to better ourselves.
And the third one in the series is Tim Wise.
Tim Wise is amazing. He's a best-selling author. He's an anti-racism essayist, and he talks about the effects of racism, not just on African Americans and people of color, but upon the majority community as well. And he's going to talk about this notion that we live in a post-racial America and talk about racism in the age of Obama. It's going to be a very enlightening lecture by Tim Wise.
Because it's not something that's gone away by any means.
Absolutely not. All we'd have to do is take a look around us every day, and we understand that racism is alive and well, and I think he's going to bring it out in a very profound way.
And wrapping up the series is Sister Souljah.
Sister Souljah is a best-selling author, but I think, of course, she's known for the 1992 controversy with then candidate Bill Clinton when she spoke at the Rainbow Push Coalition, and he then repudiated her comments on race. And we have something in politics now we call a Sister Souljah moment. She was the person that inspired that. Sister Souljah is a very bright and intelligent spokesperson, and she's going to come out in a profound way and talk to our young people about entertainment versus reality. I think it's going to be a wonderful lecture.
It's so important that you do this. I want to thank you for putting these programs on. And moreover, it's amazing that you can get such great speakers to come and talk. So thanks so much.
Absolutely. They're coming to Springfield, and they're going to be in the area. I think that everyone should take advantage of it. It's free and open to the public, and we look forward to a great time during the month of February.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks again, Reverend.
Thanks for having me.